Everybody, welcome to Life Blessings Homestead. This is our very first inaugural video to the channel. You'll probably notice that we aren't like polished and professional and any of that. That's because this little guy right here is our photo editor slash video editor slash whatever. And we're just starting out. And we don't know, maybe we won't, people probably won't follow us. But at least we'll be able to look back over the time and see where we started. This is going to be our journey into a life of less superficial items and more like focused on family, living together, living off-grid. We are going off-grid. Right now we are not off-grid. We are renting a place while we get our off-grid home ready. We have our property. We just have to move a pre-made cabin onto it, and then Matt's going to build on and do additions, which that will probably be some future videos. But we just kind of want to lead a more purpose-filled life, less about the world, more about God, more about family, more about like working hard to do our own food. We want to grow our own gardens. We want to have our animals and provide our own meat, both for health purposes. I obviously have some weight to lose, and we're hoping that, just kind of being out there in the wild and working harder and eating healthier is going to help that. And it'll just be better for the kids to be able to know how to be self-sufficient, because with the way things are in this world today, you just don't know. There's been toilet paper shortages, there's been meat shortages in stores, and you don't know what goes into the meat. You don't know what's going on. So it's good for them to kind of know how to do things. And a lot of kids these days aren't learning that stuff. So we just want them to really kind of have an idea of how to do all that. Our family is a family of 5. It's me and Matt. I am 38, going on 39. Matt will turn 36 in March. We have Ben, who's 12, and he has said he's not going to pop up in this video because he doesn't want to reveal his face on our channel. He will eventually. He has his own YouTube channel, and he just wants to do his thing for now, but I'm sure he'll come on. This is Mason. Hello. Mason is 8. Mason also has his own YouTube channel, but he hasn't done a face reveal on it yet, and apparently that's a big thing. So eventually he will. And then this right here on my shoulder is our little diva Sophie. She's 5. She'll be 6 in June. And that kind of rounds out the 5 of us. We do have a dog. His name is Zeus. He is not a livestock guardian dog in the least. He is a home protection dog. He would eat any livestock we have. He's been around our rabbits and chickens in the past. We had rabbits and chickens, and he was fine, but they were in pens. So I think if they were out running around, he'd probably eat them, because he has chased down wild rabbit before and squirrel, and so we got to watch out for that. But he's a home defense dog. He stays inside with us. He sleeps at the foot of our bed. He alerts us if anybody drives by, anything like that. So when we go off grid, we're really, really rural. There are not a lot of people next to us. There aren't a lot of houses. It is a off-grid type community, so there's a lot of other people around living off-grid, but nobody that, we're not going to just have people popping in for Sunday dinner or anything like that. So he'll be good to have out there, because you just never know. I am fully confident that if somebody tried to break into our house, he would definitely jump up to defend us. Yep. We also have, right now, 2 goats. They are Nubian Alpine Cross. They look more Alpine than Nubian. They are both does. The woman we bought them from says that they could potentially both be pregnant, because she just let her bucks and does run together all the time. The younger one is a year old. The older one's 2 years old. And the younger one definitely looks bigger and looks like she could be pregnant. The older one, it's kind of hard to tell. She does have a little bit of a stomach, but she's a dairy goat, and So I don't know. So we could potentially have babies from one or babies from both or babies from neither, really. So that's kind of exciting. Yeah, here in the background you'll hear Zeus whining because he wants to go outside. Zeusy, no, 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 buddy. So that's Zeus. There's your introduction to him. He does like to kind of whine sometimes.
I'll pop a video at the end.
And Mason will pop up a video at the end showing you, or a picture of our dog, because everybody's going to want to meet Zeus. He is a beautiful dog. He's just a little bit of a jerk sometimes, as can happen when you have a guardian dog. Someday we want maybe a livestock guardian dog that will just strictly be outside, but he's going to have to, or she will have to be introduced pretty slowly to Zeus, because he doesn't like other dogs either. He doesn't like anything that comes in and encroaches upon his family. He does tolerate our 2 cats, which is great. Sometimes they chase each other through the house, but for the most part, he just ignores them and they ignore him. And if he gets close, they hiss and bat at him. But overall, it's a pretty mutually cohabitate without problems. So over time, I think what we're going to do, our plan for this channel, is to shoot videos on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or at least post videos on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Maybe we won't shoot them those days, unless there's something special, like if the goats do give birth and we manage to catch it, or even if we don't catch it, probably the day they do it, we'll get on and make a video about the babies. If, we plan on getting rabbits again and raising meat rabbits. At this point, we have had a couple of failed attempts at homesteading. But that's because I was working, Matt was working, we both were working full time for our first attempt. Our second attempt, we started in an area that just wasn't conducive to what we wanted to do. And we just weren't prepared when we started. So we had a garden that just didn't do well. And we had rabbits and chickens, but then when the garden didn't do well and some other things changed that kind of made us think about things, we started looking into maybe moving. And so we moved, and we had to get rid of all those rabbits and chickens because it was a big move, and it was too much to haul all of them. It was enough hauling 3 kids, a dog, and 2 cats. And it was anything that can go wrong on this trip will go wrong on this trip. So, never again.
We broke down 5 times.
Yeah, we broke down. We had a flat tire. We had another tire blowout. We had a trailer that was super dangerous to haul, and we had to ditch it and get a new one. It was a horrible, horrible, horrible trip. So we're so lucky and so blessed that we decided to get rid of the animals before. So then we'll talk, and we'll probably talk about that journey, but that homestead did not, it just didn't work because we ended up deciding to leave. And before that, we'd had goats and we'd had chickens, but we were in a really cold area and some life things changed, and we'll talk about that probably eventually. And we decided to move, and that was our first move. And when we did the first move, all our chickens and animals went to my mom and dad because they already had a little farm going and they were able to take care of everything. So they took them out. And so then we moved. So I don't want to say that was that, and that was a failure just because we both worked, and we worked awful, awful hours. So that year after, and that's kind of when this whole journey started, and we decided that one of us needed to be home with the kids because we were just not spending time with them. I mean, we went a whole summer where they were spending almost every day at my mom and dad's, and we would see them at night for a little bit and then back to work. And that just wasn't good, and that just wasn't how we wanted to live life. So you can eat a lot. We definitely need to cut that back. And that's, another reason we're doing this. We all want to be healthy. I want to get a lot healthier. Living in the last area we did, because we weren't fully homesteading yet, it was a lot of kind of days of just sitting around, you clean the house and then you just don't have a lot to do. So the goal of this is to make me move more, lose weight, get back down to the point where I'm at a healthy weight. Done it before, done the battle before. It just gets harder, the older you get and the more kids you have. But that's a part of the goal of this. And to just keep the kids healthy, help them learn to be self-sufficient, and just to learn a lot from loving our land and loving our animals and raising our animals and doing everything in a conscious way. Our goal, I think, is to have videos. We'll talk about homeschooling because we do homeschool the kids. We'll talk about foraging and looking for items so we don't have to buy them. We'll have a couple of videos probably about that because we have some stuff that we've found and some adventures to go on looking for stuff. We're trying to do everything we can without buying, brand new freezers, brand new couches, brand new beds, whatever. And part of that is when we moved, we only moved what we could fit into a U-Haul. So we don't have a ton of our big furniture and stuff like that anymore. And so we'll have to bring that all back in our adventures and starting new rabbits and starting new chickens. So anytime we do something new, we want to have a video about it. Maybe some weeks we won't have Monday, Wednesday, Friday because, it'll be just a week of sitting at home, not doing anything. At least until we get out to the property. Once we're out at the property, I'm pretty sure and pretty confident that every day there's going to be something new and something fun to do because it's, a nice sized chunk of property. Matt's already done some clearing on it because it was just wooded and like brush and bramble. Not big, huge trees, just a lot of little tiny new growth. So we're just gonna, keep plugging away at that. And hopefully, you guys will like it and you'll follow us and you'll see fun stuff and maybe you'll learn something. We definitely are different than a lot of the YouTube channels and a lot of the YouTube families in that we're new to this. We're very new. And a lot of them have been out there now for a while. Now, if you go back and look at their new video or older videos, you will see when they started out. But they're a little more polished than we are. I don't know. We're just kind of more, just not used to being on camera. We're more introverts, I think. At least I am. I never used to be, but I am now. Man, that dog whining is driving me crazy. He sees it's sunny out and he wants to go out with the kids, and they don't want to go out right now. They just took him out and they just came back in.
He peed 3 times.
He peed 3 times, so I know he doesn't have to go to the bathroom. But anyways, so yeah, see, like we're just, and we're new to the editing, so sometimes we're going to make mistakes and it might end up in here because we just don't know how to cut it out. And we'll learn that as we go, I'm sure. Maybe we won't. Maybe we won't even try.
Cut out a little.
I think Mason knows how to cut out a little, but we don't know how to do it and make it look smooth, like it didn't happen. So we will see. But anyway, that's just a little introduction. I'm sure I missed something because we shot a video. We had like 15 minutes of it, 13 minutes of it, and then Mason said something
16.
that I didn't want in the video. So we had to reshoot. So hopefully this one, everything I got in here.
That's on 16 minutes.
But anyway, that's us, and you'll learn more about us as we go. Mason will pop up a picture of Zeus at the very end.
Outro.
And he will do an intro and apparently what's called an outro. Or maybe he'll only do an outro at the end of the video. I don't know. Mason's going to mess around with the video and hopefully he doesn't delete it in the process. So, God bless. We hope you guys all enjoy. Have a good day.